Just went live.
Let's just say hello out there in Blast Pop Media Land. I guess we're Facebook Live. This is Michelle Finnegan-Nixon with Events We Like, and we've got Deborah Little. And we haven't started the taping of our show yet, but since they have us on Facebook Live, we did want to say hello. Do you want to say hello, Blast
Sure,
Pop
absolutely.
Media?
Hello, Blast Pop Media. I'm Deborah Little. My business is called The Believer's Life, and that's because I teach you to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and believe you can achieve them.
Oh my
How's
gosh.
that?
Cheer up, sleepy dreamer. What's a good belief song? Uh-oh.
Events We Like, take one, Deborah Little.
Welcome everybody to Events We Like. My name is Michelle Finnegan-Nixon. I am your host. And I am so happy that you're here to join us today. I have Deborah Little with me, and she is a public speaker, and she is a, what do we call it, a mind mastery coach, and she's just helping a lot of people learn more about what's inside them so they can believe, more about what they want to bring to the world. If that's, I'm going to let her say it because obviously I'm tripping on my words right now, but thank you for coming out to Events We Like, and just let the people watching there in audience land, let them know a little bit about Deborah Little.
Okay, well first, thank you so much, Michelle, for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here to speak to your audience. So hello there, audience. I am Deborah Little. I'm a mindset mastery expert, and that literally means that I'm an expert at helping you set up the right kind of mindset for your life so that you can achieve the things that you want to achieve in life. My signature product right now is called the Believe series, and we're going to jump into that. But a little bit of my background is that I'm actually a girl from back east. I'm from upstate New York. I am...
Wait a minute. She can't get away with saying upstate New York because my husband, Irish Mike Nixon, is also from upstate New York.
Oh.
So Binghamton. And
yes,
I'm
from Syracuse.
Hey,
here we go. Blow it up.
So continue, but I just had to say that, New Yorkers are very special people.
Yes,
I know I live with one of them. So
yes, we are.
I know why I love Deborah so
there
much.
We go. Right. Very proud to be an upstate New Yorker. So I'm the youngest of my mom's 6 children. My parents were married, but my dad really was hardly ever there. So I grew up in a single parent household for the most part. I have 5 siblings who, for the most part, raised me. And I tell you that because that is like the foundation of my story that I'll go into a little bit later when I talk about the Believe series. So I am a speaker, a trainer, a teacher, a coach. I'm an author. Here are 2 of the books that I'm an author in. And I am an award-winning, patent-approved inventor. And my product is called Little More Sticks, and I brought that along also to show you.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this before we jump into deep thoughts with Deborah.
Okay.
Let's
play a little.
The news.
We got to play a little.
Why don't you, let's go ahead, I want to let you go ahead and open this because I will probably break it.
So this is Little More Sticks. Little More Stick is a cosmetic tool. It helps you save your money, save your product, and contribute to saving the environment. And it does that by extracting the lipstick that gets stuck in the bottom of your lipstick tubes. When you get down to the bottom of a tube of lipstick, ladies who may be watching, there's still 30% of your lipstick that's stuck in the bottom of that tube. And we either use unsanitary methods like a finger or the top of an ink pen or a Q-tip and all kinds of methods to get it out. And that was my frustration, so I invented the Little More Sticks. You get a little more product from every stick.
The Little More Sticks.
Exactly.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Here's the way it works. So let's say I don't have a lipstick tube here to demonstrate with.
Oh, that's okay.
But this is the way it works. It is an empty tube. And so let's pretend this is your lipstick tube.
Okay.
And you're now at the bottom where it's flush. If you are a woman who wears lipstick, you know what I'm talking about. Well, you no longer need to do this or stick something in there. You take this Little More Sticks. It's a hollow tube. You push it inside of that old tube that you would typically be throwing away or returning it. You twist it 3 or 4 times, and when you separate it, the lipstick will come out of your old tube, and it will now live in your Little More Sticks. but you won't get it all out because the way it's designed, it has these little grooves in there that's holding that lipstick in there. So what you do is you remove this little spatula. Aha!
There's a little surprise.
Exactly.
Love it.
You use the stick to dig in there and
Such a
get
little
out the rest of your lipstick. And then you stuff it inside of your little more sticks.
She needs to be on, what is that?
QVC.
QVC, totally. QVC.
Somebody out there know QVC, have them call me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go sell this.
Little
the
more
whole
sticks
hour
on
is
QVC.
dedicated to the Little More Sticks.
We can do that and then come back again.
LittleMoreSticks.com.
The
Is that what it is?
It is.
No,
www.littlemoresticks.com.
oh my gosh,
is a
that's
website and it has e-commerce on there, and right now they're $9.99.
Oh, my
Absolutely.
Lord. You heard it right here.
Exactly.
Events we like, Little
That's
More
funny.
Sticks.
So after you stuff the rest of the lipstick in there, this tube will be full. That's how much more lipstick you will get out of your tube, because when I designed it, I had them design it so it will fill it up to the top. Now, you wipe this off with a tissue, and then you reattach it to the top of your Little More Sticks so that you don't lose it, right? Then you wipe off this, and this is your tube. What happens is you roll it up, and then you apply your lipstick and apply your lipstick, and then you keep rolling it up, rolling it up. It's designed like the push pops. It's pushing that lipstick up, 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 and out. And it will push it all the way out until now this is all the way at the top. When you're done with it, you just roll it back down. You take a Q-tip with some soap and water, some makeup remover, you clean out the inside. You can use this over and over again. Now, that tube that you used to throw away, that 30% of your lipstick, 30%, for every $10, that's $3, $20, $6, $30 tube of lipstick, that's $9 worth of lipstick that you're throwing away that you can now salvage with a Little More Stick. When you throw that empty tube away.
And I actually never do throw my lipsticks away, so I probably have a whole
drawer
full of them.
I'm going to have to gift you a Little More Sticks before I leave.
You.
Absolutely. And there's a video on the Little More Stick website that demonstrates it.
Because you get mad. You're like, this is my favorite lipstick.
Exactly.
And then you go trying other lipsticks. It's never quite
the same. Never the same. That's why I invented it. And the cosmetics companies, they change their colors. But anyways, when you throw that old tube away and you throw it away empty because you have salvaged your lipstick, you've saved your money. $3 for every 10 that you spend. You save your product because now it's in this tube and you get to use it, and you contribute to saving the environment because you're no longer throwing lead-laden lipstick into the environment, into the landfills or into the waterways. So that's the Little More Sticks. LILMORSTIX.
Every makeup artist will probably want those for
They
sure.
should.
They should want
They
them.
should.
But I want to make sure we don't spend all our time on the Little More Sticks, because I want to learn a little bit more from Deborah Little.
Yes.
So
that was my conclusion. I am an award-winning, patent-approved inventor.
There seems to be a little theme here, like the littlest one in the family, the Little More Sticks.
Little More Sticks. My last name is Little. Exactly.
So there's a lot more to.
Yes. I want people dreaming big for their lives. That's why I was here today, is to talk to you about the Believe series. So Touchdown Presentations is the business that I have been in for the last 20 or so years. And with Touchdown Presentations, my motto was, I help you score in life, because I teach personal, professional, and educational development skills. My clients have been corporations, government entities like, the city of Seattle, city of Federal Way, the city of Syracuse was my client. School districts, educational institutions, Syracuse University, the Federal Way School District, the Seattle City School District. And I also do personal, professional coaching. So I have clients who, on a personal level, are overcommitted, don't know how to say no, or maybe professionally, they're in corporate America, they want to be an entrepreneur, or maybe they're an entrepreneur that's not making much money and they're trying to figure out how to get a job, or maybe they're in corporate America, can't figure out why they're not getting the raise or the promotion. So I've done quite a few things, and as you can see, I'm an author. I have 2 books right here also.
Well, you're just blowing me away. You're blowing me away with your spirit, your energy. You're a faith person. Talk about
Amen.
Believe. I'm a Christian. I know you are.
Amen.
And I know not everyone out there in audience land are Christians.
And that's
you have
cool.
your own spiritual beliefs.
Yes.
But But we know there's something, greater than ourselves. My personal belief is Jesus Christ. That's why when I come across another sister in the Lord, it's even more special to me. But we know that faith is really powerful.
Yes.
They say, what was it? Even Napoleon Hill is like, whatever the mind can conceive and believe,
Yes, and
it
believe.
can
It
achieve.
can
So
achieve.
let's jump into the mindset, the mastering the mindset. We both have Bill Walsh is one of our mentors in common.
Yes.
And we were talking about, just before we got on tonight, about the whole idea of the mind and the mindset. And so I did want to at least give a shout out to Bill, because you're actually going to be speaking
Yes.
at the Small Business Expo coming
Yes.
up. And since this Events We Like, we're going to talk about that and how you can actually go see Deborah, because she's going to be traveling all over the country with Bill Walsh, Power Team International, and the Small Business Expo. But let's just take a little deeper dive into the mind.
Okay.
What is causing people, in your opinion, to not believe? Because even believe is a thought.
Yes.
So
yes.
let's
Okay.
dig into
So let me
that.
jump in. Okay, let me go ahead and jump in. So the Believe series is my signature product right now. I wrote the Believe series because I found myself examining my own life. I started by telling you I'm the youngest of 6 from a single parent household. We grew up in the housing projects, Brick City, yay, go Bricks, in Syracuse, New York. And while we were low in income, we were very, very wealthy and rich in love. We took care of each other. I grew up with a very, very large family. And every weekend we got together and we just celebrated life. We were dancing, there were pots cooking in the kitchen and everything. So as I grew up, I started to realize that actually we were low income. We were actually pretty poor. I didn't really realize that when I was younger.
It made you happy.
Hey, exactly. Exactly, because we were just living life. We were having a ball back in, Brick City, Pioneer Homes. If any of my
didn't
people
care if
see
anything
this,
broke, 'cause
exactly.
it wasn't gonna hurt
right.
anything.
Well,
I
because it
love
didn't
it.
mean anything
Right,
to us back
right,
then. We were
right.
living life. We were happy as a lark. But then, as I got older, I didn't go to college after high school. I graduated from high school, did not go to college. What I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to see as much of the world as I could. And so that was what my mind was focused on, is I want to travel, I want to go see places. I was a higher education opportunity program student, HEOP. Some of y'all might know what that is. And it was called HEOP.
I love it.
HEOP, Higher Education
I'm gonna
Opportunity. And so in the summer, I went to like Lemoyne College and I hung out there. And then we went to Philadelphia on a field trip. And it was my first time getting out of this small little city of Syracuse and seeing a big city, which was Philadelphia. And then I had an opportunity, my senior year of high school, to go to Paris, France. And I lost the opportunity, but I never lost the dream of going to Paris, France. That dream stayed with me. And I wanted to see the world. So what I did is, after high school, I got a job in insurance, and then I earned the money and I went to a travel industry school. And after the travel industry school, I got a job working for the airlines. I worked for the airlines, Empire,
wow.
Piedmont, US Air, and then I was on my way. I traveled all over the world. I'll just skip past a whole bunch of the airline history. I did reservations, customer service. I was a flight attendant, and I got a private pilot's license.
Oh, wow, that's really
either.
cool.
But
No, I didn't. She's pretty, but I bet you she also go bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Like,
I did. Have a good day. Thank you for flying
see,
with
that's
us.
fun. I can kind of
Yeah,
resonate with
yeah.
that one. But a pilot, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll date myself also, because when I was a flight attendant, it was like, do you want chicken or fish? You want pasta or fish? You want pasta or
that
chicken?
Was a
You know,
long time
that was a very
ago.
long time
Now
ago.
they give you like pretzels.
If you're lucky,
If you're
right?
lucky, yeah.
Exactly. But here is the message in that. I grew up what would be conceived in a deficit because of my finances. But I told you we were rich in love. And my mind, that was what my mind knew, was rich in love. And we were loving our life. And I had a vision for what I wanted my life to be. I dreamt of like traveling all around the world. So I took the steps to begin to do the kind of things that I wanted to do in my life. Well, I was young. I was 19, 20, 21, 22. I got married the first time when I was 23. I'm now divorced from that husband, but that's where I was introduced to entrepreneurship. And again, my husband was an entrepreneur. He was in real estate. I worked for the airlines. he could come with me. We went all over the place. We were in Hong Kong. We were in Mexico, Acapulco. I don't ever want to go to Acapulco. Yes, I do. But I went to Acapulco so much I didn't need to do that anymore.
Don't be hating Acapulco.
No. I did love Acapulco. I was living my dreams. I was doing what I wanted to do because my mind was focused on what my dream was for my life, and I was living it. So I fast forward, I leave that marriage. It was not the marriage for me. It was not the marriage for me. So
Say that one more time in case
it was
didn't
not
get it. It's
the
not
marriage
the marriage for me.
That man would have given me the world if he could. However, he married a very young, very motivated, upwardly mobile, focused young woman. And over the course of 14 years of marriage, he proceeded to put his thumb on me and try to crush me. You're no one without me. You don't know anything unless I teach it to you. You don't own anything around here because all of this is mine. It was his opinion. I think he was an atheist chauvinist. Women are to be seen and sit over there, be quiet and be pretty, but I don't want to hear you. And he didn't believe in God. All right, so that was not the marriage for me.
Right, and let's just take a moment right there because there are ladies and men out there that are in relationships that may not be healthy.
Right.
And if somebody is toxic to your well-being,
Oh.
I know, you
Yes.
know, I'm one of those people that believe, till death do you part, but you know what?
Yes.
You don't have to die spiritually. I mean,
Right.
come on. I mean, that's
Right.
a different kind of a death. I mean,
Right.
maybe it's not literal.
But
maybe it isn't.
But you know what, Michelle, let me speak to this
Yes.
also. There may be a lot of people watching who are agnostic or atheists.
Right.
They don't know whether they believe in God or not, or what is that whole spiritual thing going on, or I don't believe at all. And as far as I'm concerned, that's cool. But what was happening is my ex-husband had his thumb on me.
He was
and
killing
was
you
controlling
spiritually.
me. I've never
yeah.
been in such a dark hole.
Yeah.
There are people watching who are living in a dark hole, and they know they're living in a dark hole, and they think that's what their life is going to be, and they don't know how to get out. That was me for probably at least 12 of the 14 years.
Yeah.
For sure 10, but maybe more like 12 of the 14 years, because he almost immediately began to put me in my place. And sit down, shut up, don't say anything. I tried so hard to please him with being an overachiever, you think?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Well, again, a little, right?
With being an overachiever to get his approval, that what ended up happening is that I became this very accomplished person in my community. And so people came to me and was saying, hey, you show up at our functions, you write checks to support our functions, because we were, again, self-employed, in business and real estate. And so we want you to run for public office. Charles Anderson, our city councilor, his term had expired. They were looking for the next person. They came to me and said, we want you to run for public office, for city council. I ran and I won, and I was the first African-American woman to win a seat on the city of Syracuse Common Council.
Oh my God, congratulations.
You don't know that either.
I didn't know that.
Right,
no,
right.
I didn't. So this husband of yours actually, without realizing it, was actually motivating you to even greater and greater success.
And guess what? I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize it.
Wow.
Yeah, and so what happened is I found myself like really, really active in the community to get the approval at home. And the next thing you know, I was just like becoming this accomplished person. That's the story of why I created the Believe series. The Believe series is about believing in yourself, knowing who you are, and don't let any of the stuff that other people are telling you convince you that you're less than they are or less than who you truly are. Then have dreams for your life. Know what you want to do with your life. Know where you want to go, what you want to own, how you want to live. And then believe with your entire being that you have everything it takes to achieve that, because you do. You do, whether you are a believer in some kind of God or higher spirit or not. You believe in yourself and you live your life according to that. That's who I am, that's who I teach, and that's what my passion is in this life. Don't get me started.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Deborah Little, there is nothing little about what she's teaching. It's some deep stuff. And I just am so glad and happy that you've been here this whole time talking about a little about your life and all your accomplishments. You are beautiful in every possible way. I'm just so happy that you're here. We want to make sure that people know how to get a hold of you, so you need to tell us your website. First of all, let's get that out of the way. Go ahead.
Okay. My website, I actually have two. If you're interested in the Little More Sticks, it's littlemorestix.com, LILMORSTIX.com. But for The Believer's Life, it's called thebelieverslife.com, www.thebelieverslife.com.
That is wonderful. And also when you go to eventswelike.com/Deborah Little, we'll also have a page for you set up where if you forget her website, you can come to eventswelike.com. You'll find her and it'll backlink to your website.
Okay,
so they'll be able to track you. But most important, before we leave, tell us a couple of events. We talked a little bit earlier, but what is the next one coming up? And are you doing several following that, or what's your event schedule like, in case people want to know?
Okay, so what's happening on my schedule right now is actually on Thursday, October the 18th, I will be speaking at the Inspiration 2020 Business Expo in Los Angeles at the Markets Center in the Penthouse. So that is an all-day free business expo. So if you're in the Los Angeles area, please come. The following Thursday, I believe that's like October 25th, I'll be speaking in San Diego. Again, the Business Expo, traveling with Bill Walsh of Power Team International. And then from there, I'll be traveling back east to Syracuse, New York. I'll be handling a little bit of business there, and I'll tell you more about that on my Facebook page or on my website.
And on your Facebook page, they just go to Deborah Little. Is this how they find you, Deborah, my brain, or is it The Believer's Life? Do you have like a page for that yet? Or?
I do have The Believer's Life website up and live, and you can find me on Facebook at Deborah A. Little.
Deborah A. Little. Okay, well, you've heard it all now. You've got your little more sticks. You got a little more information on Deborah A. Little. And we're so glad to have you here. Again, mastering your mind, believe in yourself, your dreams can come true. I'm Michelle Finnegan-Nixon. Thank you for being with us today at Events We Like, and we're going to see you at the best events in the world. Take care and God bless.
God bless.